Hey guys, I'm a month post-op of my C4-5, C5-6 disc replacements. And things have been going great. I still take some little breaks throughout the day. I have fibromyalgia, so that's one reason, because I have other pains in my body besides my neck. I still get aches and pains and roll over to different sides to try to get comfortable sometimes, but at this point I feel a lot better than I did prior to surgery. Prior to surgery I was in such horrible pain and all of that, and this has improved a good bit. There are some things that still bother me, like, I could kind of flip my hair and I'll get like a kink feeling. I'm like, oh shoot, that hurt. And kind of like, just filling, and of course it doesn't last but a second, but there's that. And around 2 weeks I got some like nerve pain. It was pretty bad, and tingling down my arms, and a little bit of warm fuzziness in my hands and fingers. That seems to be easing up. I think it was my nerves getting used to used to everything, maybe healing and regenerating. So there was that. But other than that, I'm doing really great. A few tips and words of advice I have on things that I've been using, or that I've used since the beginning. Ice packs, I use 2 because they're gel ice packs, and I can rotate them out in case, I still feel like I need ice. They don't really want you using ice more than like 15 to 25 minutes, about 15 to 25 minutes. I'll sometimes like lay on them for like an hour or 2 or longer. One of my gel ice packs is really thin. I really like the CVS brand one. They're really thick gel ice packs are really good quality, and it even has a little cute little velvet cover that you can put on them as well. Another thing that I use is I rotate Icy Hot and Asper-Cream. I really like the Asper-Cream. There's no odor. It's odor free. It numbs away pain. It's supposed to desensitize nerves. So if you have nerve pain, this is lidocaine, 4%. So it's really good, like numbing agent to kind of help with that. So I use that, and I'll rotate. Sometimes I'll use Icy Hot. And I have Blue Emu for like joint pain, and I use that on my neck sometimes. I don't use them together. I'm allergic to capsaicin. Desensitizes aggravated nerves and all of that. So it actually helps some, and I'll rotate that with Icy Hot. I do, like I said, I use ice packs throughout the day, especially the first 2 to 3 weeks. But now I might use it like once a day, or maybe I'll go a few days without using it. Just like if I've had it like kind of get sore in the evenings, I will, from doing whatever, and I get sore in the evenings, I will, pull out an ice pack, and then after that's done, I might use some of this, and it actually works and helps a lot, and it gets it all down without even having to take anything really. I do take gabapentin twice a day. I took it before surgery, so I'm still taking that. I took that before, like prior to surgery too, and I took meloxicam prior to surgery. Which they told me for the disc replacement, you can still, they recommend that you can still take your, you can still take your NSAIDs after disc replacement. You're not supposed to after ACDF. And from what I've heard, it actually can help offset ossification, calcium growing around the artificial disc that can happen. Now, I'm not sure because he doesn't prescribe it. Some doctors will prescribe like aspirin for the first week or 2 or month, or however they want to do it. But my doctor just like, no, you can take he said you can take the meloxicam, it's fine. But you don't have to. So I haven't really been taking I did the first 2 weeks or so. I started like 3 days after I got out of surgery, because in case I still had bleeding issues or anything like that. I waited like 3 or 4 days till after surgery, and then I started back. So there's that. I've also, like I said, love my ice packs. Had to have them. See what else I have over here. I had bendy straws, because, which aren't necessarily needed. Like, I don't have to turn my head up to drink water. It just makes it easier if you have bendy straws. You know, like, to use. So, or like, you know, and I like that they bend, so you can kind of, when you're resting, or have your back prop, you know, you don't have to like be straight, like straight straws, like with my tumbler that I have. So those are okay. And I did use them. I have stomach issues in general, so I was worried about constipation after, you know, anesthetic and all. My number one go-to, and well, I'll only use 2 things, because other ones, they rather make my stomach hurt really bad, or they don't work. I want something that's going to really help me use the restroom and I won't get backed up, but something also that's going to work well without making my stomach cramp. I can use milk of magnesia or magnesium citrate. They also use these for like colon cleanses, but they have you do this and Dulcolax together, I believe is what it was when they do the colon cleanse. They'll have you drink a bottle of this, take like 4 Dulcolax. Your stomach will be all, I mean, Dulcolax makes my stomach cramp. I can't use it. This is lemon. It doesn't taste bad. And I will drink, you drink like the whole bottle. You can drink like half the bottle or the whole bottle. I drank all but like this little amount here. And 4 hours later, I'm going to the restroom. It doesn't cramp. I'll just all of a sudden be sitting down, not doing nothing, but like, oh man, I got to go to the restroom, and just run to the restroom without cramping. No, nothing. Just, it really is a wonderful laxative, and it's a saline laxative. One time I was really bad impacted. I mean, like, I don't know, we don't like talking about this stuff. I know it's too much information, but it was really bad. So it was all around completely, and she was worried, and they gave me one of these in the hospital. One of these, you can buy these over the counter for like $1 and some change. She told me to drink the whole thing of this, and then gave me an enema and prescribed me another one of these in an enema, and it really helped. So I was worried. I was afraid I'd be in the restroom for like 2 days or so, and it wasn't. I was in the restroom for like, you know, maybe 6 hours, but not like every 30 minutes. Like, I used it like probably 6 times in like 6 hours, and it was good. I used a lot. So, it really is good, because I get pain up under my ribs, nausea, I can't eat much, I just get sick. This is something that has been a godsend for me, and I really, really recommend to always have these on hand. I'm going to go get some more. Lemon is my favorite. It doesn't taste bad. Milk and magnesia, to me, tastes, I'll chase it with something that's bad. This is lemon flavored, and it's a little strong, but it's not bad. I can drink it, and you always want to drink it with a lot of water. So, I'm going to just rest a minute. So, like I said, I've been doing really good. My fibromyalgia's kind of flared up. So, like I said, I have fibromyalgia. And so I do take some breaks through the day. My neck is not too bad. Like I said, I'm in a lot less pain than I was prior to surgery. There's some mild, stiffness, and that's about what it is, like rolling over in bed, and just like a little bit of stiffness that's there. Like, but prior to surgery, when I would go to get out of bed, there would be horrible pain. Like, lifting my head to get out of bed was excruciating pain. Lifting coffee cups or a gallon of milk was just painful to do. Like, I could use both of my arms, but it was really hard, and it hurt. So some people can't even use like one of their arms because it gets so bad. Mine was what I consider really, really bad. I'm surprised I was able to lift what I was able to lift. Keeping my head upright long periods of time was almost not possible. I'm able to keep my head upright for longer periods of time. I can keep my head up for hours. No issue there. My head doesn't feel heavy like that. If it does start to get a little heavy feeling, I'll go lay down for a little while and I'm good to go, like 30 minutes or so, and I'm good to go. So for a month out, and the total recovery from this can take months. But, you know, they say like the first 6 weeks are important. So I'm only 4 weeks post-op, and I think I'm doing quite well. I'm at like, I felt like I was losing so much function prior to surgery, and I did have burning, tingling, and numbness that would sometimes go to my fingertips. And I would also get on steroids, oral steroids, and they would help a good bit, but then they stopped. You know, they would help for a few months, and I'd get back on them, and eventually they stopped working, or they wasn't working there as well, and it was very concerning to me. So that was one thing. You know, I needed the surgery. So today I played with my son. His dad is watching him now. I actually colored my hair. Let's see what I do. I have the boxes. Here's one. I colored my hair completely because it was just really bad. I colored my hair. I really like it. You know, I can put my hands up here and it doesn't really bother me. Sometimes if I reach really, really up high and go forward, it bothers me. Sometimes if I bend, my neck goes forward, it kind of bothers me a little bit. Not bad, just a little bit. But that's getting better from 2 weeks for sure. So I can put my hands on my head and up. And I can move my neck. Now sometimes here, I get this pain here when I move my head this way. So this way doesn't bother me as much as this way. And it's just this nagging feeling. It kind of like, it's almost like something pushing. I don't know. It's really weird. Like it's something kinked. And I'll notice that if I I flip my hair, and I shouldn't have done that, but my hair got in my face, and I was trying to get out of my face, and I ended up flipping my hair, forgetting that I had neck surgery today. And I've done that a few times since surgery, and I was like, ow, it just felt like a really bad kink, almost like something's like kind of messed up in there, like something sprained, and because it feels like it's deep in the bone, which is really strange. I'll need to ask about that, but it's very strange. I think it's just where they cut out my other disc and they emplaced disc. There's going to be like, I guess, some sprain, like, you know, and I don't feel it all the time. I just feel it like if I jerk my head. So you don't want to jerk your head or something like that around and around. But like if I move my head up and down like that, a lot of times I don't feel it, but sometimes I'll move it one way and then just feel the kink go. And it only lasts a second. Very strange. But as far as, you know, I know people ask, are you feeling, on the videos, do you feel 100%? No, I don't feel 100%, but I feel better than I did prior to surgery, for sure. The pain I experience now is different than it was prior to surgery. It is different. So, it's pain, but it's different, and it's not really pain, but mostly soreness. So it's just different. It's not horrible pain by any means, and I'm still healing. So I'm about 80% already, 70, 80% already. So at 4 weeks, I'd be happy at 90, 95%. My scar looks pretty good. What else? Let's see, I sleep well. My energy's been returning. Especially like this, just the past few days, and I'm at like 4 weeks. I actually had some good energy like the first week, like day 4 or 5. I had some energy, and then it kind of, I don't know why it kind of declined. I think it's when about like 10 days or so, I got some like fuzzy feeling in my fingers and like nerve pain at like 10 days or so, and I just wanted to lay around, and it just aggravated me. I was worried about that fuzziness, and that's gone now, and I hope it doesn't come back. So that was at like 10 to like 14 days. I did get on a round of steroids for the inflammation, so that was one thing that I did. Let's see. As far as medicines, I'm not on anything. I didn't even really take Percocet, like maybe the first week, and I would break them in half the whole first week, and take like three times a day or so at like day 3. My first 2 days I took them around the clock, and then like day 3 I just would break them up and take them in half, like 2 to 3 times a day, and for the week. There was a couple times at day 10 where the pain, I got that nerve pain, and I had to go back, and I was like, man, this brings me back to like day 1 or worse. Not day 1 or worse, but like day 3 or so. So I was not happy about that, so I did take half a Percocet at that time. Today, so I'm basically on less medicine now, I feel, than I was prior to surgery. Well, prior to surgery, I was taking the gabapentin, sometimes a muscle relaxer too, throughout the day. So now I'm just like taking my gabapentin, but it's for like, I've cut the dose in half. So I'm at half the gabapentin dose that I was, which has caused a little bit of muscle pain in my legs, where I've been used to taking gabapentin for so long, and for fibromyalgia and just for everything, for my neck. I had got on higher dose, so I'm at half of what I was in gabapentin than I was prior to surgery, because the nerve is all eased off now from day 10. So I started, over the past few days, I've cut those down to halves, which is doing me well, because it seems like my energy's great and all. Let's see. So after surgery, I had to sleep on my back for like 3 or 4 days, like 3 days, 4 days, I'm not sure, because I could not sleep on my side. I had to use 2 pillows, definitely could not use 1 pillow, and it was kind of propped, but just I had to keep moving the pillows to get them just perfect. They had to be like just perfect for me to get comfortable, because it was hard to get comfortable anyway. So I didn't need a recliner or nothing like that. And then after that, I noticed I was able to sleep on my side. Sometimes it was uncomfortable, and sometimes it was comfortable, just varied. After that week, I noticed it was much easier to get comfortable and sleep really well. So that's a good thing. And I started being back down to 1 pillow and side sleeping. No issues side sleeping with 1 pillow. So I guess that's about all I can think of. I did get collagen and bone broth. I went to Walmart to pick that up, but you can watch my previous videos and see where I was going to Walmart to pick that up, but I didn't see the collagen. I didn't check for the bone broth, but I didn't see the collagen, so I just decided to order them both on Amazon. So that's what I did, and I use that for healing, and it also helps energy levels too. I haven't been using it every day now, but I do use it. And, I really love the ice works so well, and the pain relieving creams, well. But I'll talk to you guys later.
Turn this board.